Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to have quite interesting topic to talk about and to think about, right? So, as many of you know, Wargaming is currently testing Crew 2.0. And a lot of people are very unhappy about this because they have a right to be unhappy. There is multiple flaws made there. You can check other content creators like Klaus Kellerman or Quickie Baby, which made videos about this, and pretty much they covered majority of the things of all this. And I just want to show you how broken the camo is in the Crew 2.0. It is absolutely madness. It is insanity what do we have here. And overall, I want to give my couple of cents. What do I think how Wargaming could actually make it possible, and how Wargaming can do the things. So first of all, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what I really want to talk about is I want to talk about the ultis, aka super abilities. Whenever you are getting the points, 30 points to the tech tree like this, right? Then you can open very powerful ability, which we can easily call ulti or something. I mean, call it however you want. So first thing is, which I really want to say, do we actually need this? If Wargaming wants to make this go through, right? Why to break the current game which we have, and why to fix something what is not broken? In other words, there is a lot of problems in the World of Tanks. For example, matchmaking, 15 to 5 simulator or 15 to 2 simulator. Whatever, very quick battles. And many multiple things. Tank balance, the Chieftains 279Es, which is simply straight out broken, and everything. Why to fix the crew mechanics, which is completely fine and which is working Gucci for multiple years? I get the plan behind this, and to be fair with you, World of Tanks crew system is kind of outdated, but it's not broken, you know? And if Wargaming really wants to introduce those commanders into the game, like Klaus Kellerman said, more likely to sell them, right, which would make sense. And the main reason why that would make sense, because then they would craft even more money. I can understand this. Why do you need to come up with special ulti abilities when in a way experienced players are going to get even more benefits? And one more thing which I want to say for those people which is playing the game for 10 years and they have 3,000 battles, and they're saying how other person which was playing the game for 10 years straight and have 100,000 battles, how dare he to get some advantages over me? Fellas, nowadays we have the same situation, just on the different scale. The new player or the player which is not active for multiple years, even though his account is pretty damn old, he will still have disadvantage, right? So let's not pretend it is not the case and it is not happening even nowadays. For example, new player is grinding his first 6 cents and he is meeting whatever, the fluffy super unicorn with 6 skills, which is playing with his T3485M. You know what? Good luck for that new player. So we already have a lot of things which is imbalanced and everything. My take is what Wargaming needs to do. They need to go through the skills and they need to make sure everything is properly balanced. For now, we can clearly see the camo, which is reaching 65% camo, is absolutely not in the place to be here, fellas. It is just not in the place to be, as wrong as it sounds. Also, there is a There is ELC even, and I believe we can find the crew from EBR and we can boost the camo rating to the sky. In fact, fellas, let me do that for a second, okay? Give me a minute, I am going to boost the ELC even camo rating to the sky. And we are back, fellas. ELC even 90, 70% camo, plus on top of that there is another skill. Whenever you are spotting enemies, your camo is getting boosted by 10%. So pretty much ELC even would have 80% camo. And if you are wondering what the flying F80% camo is doing in the game, I can show you that by going into the battle, and hopefully we will find the matchup quickly because we are in the test server. So in other words, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I get the whole idea from Wargaming side. They want to renew the skill appearance and everything, and there is nothing wrong about it. I don't really think it would be a humongous problem by doing this, by having whole visual effects like we are having now. But there is obviously a lot of broken things, and I believe you can tell that yourself if you was testing the game in the Sandbox 2.0 crew server. I heard a lot of opinions, fellas. I heard like 90% of the people which was crying about this and they said World of Tanks is doomed. I heard 10% of the people which was saying, well, maybe it's not that bad. We are going to get variety in the game and everything. And you know what? To be fair with you, both of those sides are correct. People which don't really like changes, they are obviously not going to be very happy. People which don't mind changes and want something new, they are going to be relatively happy with all this. Anyways, the most important thing what I want to share there, I want to show you how the camo is looking like on this vehicle. Obviously, map is not the best what we have, but it doesn't change absolutely anything. My main mission here, by the way, if I'm going to sit in this bush, no one will spot me until they will come 50 meters away from me. I'm not even joking, fellas. In this kind of situation, if I'm going to take a typical bush, no one will spot me unless they will get to the range to proxy spotting, and I'm going to demonstrate you this by sitting in whatever a random ass bush or something, right? Because this amount of the camo is absolutely ridiculous and it would break the light and gameplay. Plus on top of that, imagine that, fellas, we are having another update which Wargaming sneakily went through with another system, field modifications. Remember that, fellas? What Wargaming is planning to release into the game, and in fact it is going into the game already with 1.14 version. Pretty much you will be able to select crew skill. Wait a second. That's completely fine. I mean, we are taking one for the team because of the budget, but that doesn't change absolutely anything. So what we are going to have, we are going to be able to select the crew skills, right? Before, well, not crew skills, I apologize, equipment, before entering into the battle. So if we will have 30 seconds of the battle time, we are going to select the crew skills, what we want to have, and so on, so on. Not crew skills, but once again, equipment. I apologize, it's early morning for me. So it's going to make things even more broken. Now 160 meters. Have he spotted me? Nope. 160 meters, tier 10 medium tank. 160 meters. Now just to make it even funnier, you know what we are going to do? Pay attention. This is the bush, right? You see? This is the bush right there. So what we are going to do, we are going to sit here and we are going to spot enemies which is going to be how many meters away? 92 meters away, like there is no tomorrow. They will never ever outspot us with this. If you are wondering what is the maximum percentage of the camo which you can get in the current game, I think on my account I got the camo rating up to 58 with the ELC even or something. Okay, let's say flat 60. Well, 60 is not 70 and 60 is not 80. Because whenever one of the perks is activated on this vehicle, your camo is increased by 10%. And there is multiple things which is just simply silly and broken in a way, right? And this is very, very important thing to say. Anyways, pay attention how the things are looking like. I'm just chilling in the bush, and pay attention at the distance, my friends. 140 meters. 140 meters. He's thinking, what the flying F? Who's spotting me? Huh. I'm quite confused. What the flying F is happening in this game? Huh. Interesting. 90 meters. He's crossing like this, so he is going to spot us. But it's not changing absolutely anything. I'm completely fine. I'm going to drop down here and I will die. That's fine. Because once again, I fired and he simply knew he needs to cross. It doesn't change the fact. As an example, it is going to be just fine how the things are looking like. 180 meters, the tier 10 medium tank is not spotting us. Okay, so let's talk about the problems, how the things are looking like and what Wargaming could do a bit differently, speaking about the Crew 2.0, right? If Wargaming really wants to sell the commanders, which is up to the level 80, right? Which Klaus Kellerman pointed in his video, and this is very, very smart thing, because in World of Warships they are doing already this kind of thing, right? So once again, Klaus Kellerman, I think he knows what he is talking about, and prediction from his side is top notch, right? So if Wargaming really wants to sell the crews, which is maxed out to the 5 skills or something, right? aka level 80 or something. If Wargaming wants to do that, all they need to do, and community is not going to be completely outraged, they need to get rid of the simply team spirits and everything, those ulti super abilities, and the main reason why they need to get rid of this, because it is making even huger distance between people having the skills and people having the ultis overall, and over what we are even talking about. 80 points commander is so much more powerful than 50 points commander. It doesn't matter how you are going to look at it, and the difference is actually humongous. So this is very important thing to say. So how Wargaming needs to deal with this? They can pretty much have the current skills which we have just implemented. The current skills which we have without any ultis whatsoever. This shouldn't be the thing, right? Maybe the point limit can be even a bit bigger, so people which have an experience at crew, they can get even more skills, if that makes sense. But obviously the super ability of the commanders which Wargaming is presenting now, for example, whenever you can boost through the ranks, right, or however to say that properly, whenever you can boost through the over level 80, whenever you are getting more benefits, obviously it shouldn't be the thing, if you know what I mean. In other words, this 2.0 iteration, it is looking definitely better than it was looking for a very first time, but I have a lot of fears. Everything can go bad and out of control, and Wargaming greediness can actually strike a very, very, very humongous hit for everyone which is playing the game, and the game is simply going to be impossible to play in a way, right? I am truly afraid of that, fellas, and you know, I am aware, and you are aware of this, Wargaming has no competitors. World of Tanks is #1 tank game all over the place, right? They're extremely successful, but I think they are kind of testing the boundaries there, and they don't even know when to stop. They invested humongous amount of the time and humongous amount of the money to make the Crew 2.0 to go live and everything. Well, it's not live yet, but they are presenting that to the people. So if they are presenting that to the people, they are curious about your opinion and what do you think about all of this stuff, right? So honestly, I like idea how it is looking like. I think it can be even more simple to use than the current crew, but I think it is completely unnecessary to have this because it is just too much for a game, right? I think it's too much. If Wargaming is planning to fix 15 to 5 simulator, this is not the right way to go and to do the things. It's just not right way to go for it, fellas, and I'm truly honest with you. What Wargaming could even do, to be fair with you, Wargaming can have even more skills here, right? But which is giving the smaller amount of the benefits. For example, we can have the old school skills like brother in arms, situational of awareness, and everything. But the other skills those skills still should be priority to take, and the other skills would not give that much benefits, right? At least at first. I don't even know, fellas. There is many things how you can deal with this without breaking the game, and unfortunately now it is not looking like it is going to be the case. And once again, I don't want to go completely ham and completely say this is absolutely ridiculous, because the idea itself is not that bad, right? I know it's not very popular opinion, but idea behind having the skills like this, it is looking simple to use. It is looking quite easy, right? I just simply don't like ultis. I don't really think they should have a place in the game, simple as it is. And obviously a lot of characteristics of the current skills which we have right here should be revisited. Maybe ask the content creators' opinion Wargaming. Maybe they can give you some pluses and minuses after they tested the game for a bit, and yeah, that's about it. One more thing, speaking about the rate which you are going to get whenever you are switching the crew, people which have like five skill crew, over 5 skill crew, you are feeling completely fine because you are going to get level 80 commander, right? So you are feeling absolutely good. People which don't really have that great of a crew, for example, let's say you just started the game and you have 50% of the first crew skill, well, you are going to get 13 points, and yeah, that's what you are going to work with. If you have a bit more skilled crew, for example, you have you have 2 skills on some commanders or in some crew members, and some crew members you have 3 or 4 skills, you are going to get 48% commander, and once again, you are not going to be very competitive in this scene which Wargaming is putting you into. And one more thing, we do not need to panic yet because it is not implemented into the game, but I want to be very, very honest with you, it will be. There is no other way. I mean, fellas, remember my words. It is going to go into the game, maybe after test number 3, maybe after test number 4, but it is going to be in the game. So I would highly recommend to simply have your mentally state there and say, okay, this is going to come to the game. Now the question is how balanced Wargaming is going to make it happen, right? It is very, very important thing to say. And this is my 2 cents. This is my opinion about all this. I don't really think idea is bad. I think it is just simply very, very unbalanced. This is the main problem of all this. I think ultis is not really needed, and I don't really think the commander should get something extra for 80% of the skills. Just make it go up to 90, but for example, the experience is going to be absolutely ridiculous like it is now. What do I mean by saying that? Quick explanation for you, my friends. We have the unfortunately, I cannot show you this. Shame. Okay, the thing is, I have in the main game the IS-7 commander, which is like whatever, 8 skills or something, and in order to get from, like, let's say 8 skill 50% to 51, you need like 200,000 experience, right? Just make the things looking like this so people won't be able to go through the ranks that easily, if that makes sense. Anyways, those are my 2 cents. This is my take on the Crew 2.0. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. And once again, I am just being honest and I am mentally prepared for it entering the game. For commanders being on sale, maybe not at first, but after 1 year or so, this is going to be definitely the case, and even faster games in the World of Tanks, which is not the most enjoyable thing. Okay, fellas, this is my 2 cents of all this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your daily dose of skill. And once again, feel free to share your opinion. What do you think about those changes and overall about Crew 2.0? See you very, very soon. Skill is out. Peace.